Peace and blessings to all of you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of the day it is where you are. Thank you again for coming in and to sit and join me for this video. One couple of things first. One is that a lot of times when I'm talking about this and I refer to African descendants as they, I don't do that to separate them from me. I'm well aware and glad and blessed to be an African descendant. I'm going to try more to concentrate and focus and pay attention to that so that I can use we instead of they, to be inclusive with that. That's number one. Two, today I'm going to kind of go off the beaten path for a minute to talk about something that I think is important, not just to African descendants, but to everybody, but particularly with African descendants and their children. My daughter, this is her last day where she was a teacher's assistant at a school where she had to, I'm just going to say, deal with children who had zero home training, none. Curse the teacher out, hit, scratch, bite, spit on, kick teachers or school staff. And, that's not what teachers are there for. Teachers are not there to be abused by your children. It is incumbent upon parents to raise their children in a way that they can go anywhere and their behavior can be acceptable. And not only because of the people that they're assaulting, but because of that child. Do not raise your child to believe that they can assault people, can say or do anything they want to people, and there will be no consequences. Now, the other part of that is the schools. The schools are allowing this kind of behavior in that if Johnny does something, you can't point Johnny out and say, Johnny, you can't do that in front of the other students because that's going to embarrass Johnny, and we don't want to hurt his feelings while he is throwing chairs and books and desks and assaulting teachers and school staff and other students. We don't want to embarrass him. So the way they have to do it is say, now, students, this kind of behavior, we can't have it. We can't do it. It's not acceptable. So let's all do what we're supposed to do, okay? No. That is not going to work. I'm not advocating abuse of children, but what I am saying is if I was in that position where I was school staff, where I was a teacher, a substitute teacher, and one of these children, my daughter works in elementary school, so these children are, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe years old. But these children that I'm talking about are in preschool and kindergarten, hitting, kicking, scratching, spitting on, punching, pulling hair of school staff, having tantrums. You try to pick them up and take them to the discipline room. You got to fight them the whole way to get them there. As a matter of fact, there was one teacher who was let go because she was trying to take a child to the discipline room. Child wouldn't walk, so she didn't drag him across the floor, but she just kind of pulled him. Well, that was inappropriate according to the school, and she lost her job. This woman had been working for 15 years in the school system, and she lost her job because little Johnny didn't want to walk to the discipline room like he was supposed to. He was scratching and kicking and screaming and the whole way. When she tried to pick him up, it was a fight. He literally was punching her. And she lost her job. I kind of think she's glad. I don't think she wants to put up with the little Johnnies of the world anymore. But if it was me, I would march myself right to the police department, file criminal charges for criminal behavior on that child, because abuse is criminal behavior. It doesn't say, oh, it doesn't apply to children. No. If you can't get your child together, I'm going to take you to where your child eventually will wind up. Because if your child does not know and is not being taught that behavior is inappropriate, unacceptable, and you as a parent are not doing anything about it, using school for a 7.5 hour period of the day as a break from your own children, oh yes, I will go to the police department. And then, especially if I lost my job, oh, I'll be going to a lawyer. And I would be suing the school and the parents of the child. Because it is absolutely ridiculous that you teachers have to put up with this. And this is the reason why when you go to high schools, you see children that are completely out of control because no one has checked them. Now listen here, you became a parent. Whether that was something you intended or not, you became a parent. It is your responsibility to raise your child so that they fare well in this world. One day they're going to become adults and they're going to be out on their own. And I'm going to tell you what, I used to be a juvenile crisis counselor, and one of my clients said that, she said something off the wall to one of the students in the school that she was in. This student was getting ready to turn around and give her what for. I was able to intervene and say, okay, let's not do this. But I said to the girl, what she said to that student, you can't do that. She told me, well, she can't hit me because I have ADHD. I said, what? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Anyway, I told her, ma'am, take a number, get in line. You and who knows how many other people have ADHD. That is not going to save you. The person that you were talking to could have had ADHD. You better get it together. And she acted shocked as if, oh my, ADHD is not going to help me if somebody decides that they want to take it to me. So, parents, please raise your children. Stop sending them to school thinking that school staff is supposed to be daycare. That is not what they are there for. They are there to teach and only teach, not raise your children. And if you expect for your children to have long, healthy, prosperous life in this world, and you love them, you will do something this day. And don't dope them up on a bunch of medication either. Take the time to parent. Love y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a nice day. Stay woke.